Yo, it's Fowz here doing fantasy games in the NBA in the Eastern Conference today, 22nd of November. Let's get into some of these games here. We've got the Sixers here visiting the hosting the Brooklyn Nets here, going up 113 to 98. Third win of the season for the Sixers here. Jared McCain obviously really seizing his opportunity as a rookie with Embiid out, PG out, 30 points, 6 threes for him. Nice stats just across the board for him. Tyrese Maxey back now, obviously from his little bit of an injury there, 26 points chipping in as well. But look, they got 6 players in double digits there, getting the win against the sort of rebuilding Brooklyn Nets here. Obviously, on the other side of things here, Dennis Schroeder had a real cool game here, only 8 points on 7 shots there. Cam Johnson was the main scorer, 37 points here, 9 3-pointers. He doesn't really give you much across the board from other sort of peripheral stats, rebounds or assists in that sort of sense. But, he's at the moment, he's sort of starting to find his groove as a scorer. Ben Simmons got laughed at his old home ground, I guess. Only got 2 points today, 4 assists, 4 rebounds. Real sort of stinker of a game here. Look, I know I was really high on him at the start of the season, but I think if you've got him right now, you got to really go, I think it's time to cut him loose. I think he's just forgotten how to play basketball for some reason. Next game here, we've got the Celtics here. We're visiting Washington. The Wizards losing here, 108 to 96. Probably a fairly straightforward result there for the Celtics here. They were able to get 10 players onto the floor this game here, led by Jaylen Brown, 31 points in this game here, 11 rebounds and 5 assists as well. Drew Holiday, 16 points here, had a bit of a bounce back offensive game there. Quiet game from Tatum here, only 16 points today. For the Wizards here, they continue to really play all these young players here, but they've got Malcolm Brogdon back. You guys probably wondering where he's been for a little while. He bounced around after the Celtics stint that he had was at Portland. Now obviously in the Wizards here. He was injured to start the season. Solid game. I think it's his first game back. 18 points, 10 rebounds for him. If he's out there on the waiver wire, it's definitely a player that you could definitely consider grabbing. He is a vet. As long as he stays healthy, you probably could expect some fairly consistent production from him. 21 points from Kyle Kuzma here as well. 10 from 19. He started to bounce back a little bit from an offensive perspective there. Keep an eye on him right now. I know in our league, whoever had him, I think a couple of owners had picked him up and then dropped him again. If he starts to get his groove going again, he's definitely player-worthy pickup candidate as well. 23 points with Jordan Poole as well. Not much else for the rest of these young guys in Washington. Next game here, we got the Bucks here hosting the Pacers here. This was an NBA Cup game, bit of a rivalry, so it was pitched, obviously. Bucks winning 129 to 117. We have a Gary Trent sighting, 6 3-pointers, 18 points. No steals though. One steal though. But Gary Trent was really up there as a 3-point shooter and a scorer in Toronto. Also was sort of one of the top 5, I think, steals players in the league a couple seasons ago. So if you can get that going, again, another candidate you could watch there. Giannis continues to ball out, triple-double for him today, 37 points, 11 assists and 10 rebounds there. 24 points from Dame Lillard as well and 12 assists. For the Pacers here, they go to 6-10 right now. Playing not the start they were hoping for over the first sort of 15 games or so right now. They're going to really try and figure out what's going on with them at the moment. Tyrese Halliburton, 18 points today, 9 assists. Benedict Mathurin, 20 points. Pascal Siakam, 25 points as well. They're getting the production you would expect from their players, but just not the results on the scoreboard right now. I think starting with the fact that they're not defending. So I think that's when they're going to have to definitely look at Rick Carlisle's men. Last game in the East here, we got the Bulls here hosting the Hawks here. Bulls winning 136 to 122 here. The Bulls here had 7 players in double digits. Nice to share the love there. 26 points from Zach LaVine led the way in that sense. Kobe White, 20 points and 9 assists, 6 rebounds as well. He's really coming to his own here. I think he's really a candidate that's going to really continue to put out good production throughout this season. He came on strong at the end of last season. All you guys remember that. And he's continue that, carry that play through into this season too. Nik Vucevic, another double-double, 18 points, 13 rebounds. Almost feels like a little bit like a poor man Sabonis. I love Sabonis. Obviously, he doesn't really give you the assist though, but that double-double factor every single night. And obviously for the Hawks here, 3 guys in 20 points range here, led by Trae Young and Jalen Johnson, 25 points each. Clint Capella sliding here, 20 points and 11 rebounds there. He's probably available actually in a whole bunch of leagues that limiting 3 players at center. I think that's a default setting, right? So there are definitely candidates at centre generally in those sort of leagues where it's 10 men deep or even more than that. Clint Capella is probably someone that's still sitting out there. So if he's starting to get a bit of an extended run, he's always been a potential like 15 and 8 sort of player there. Definitely keep an eye on him. Bogdan Bogdanovic is back obviously for the Hawks as well. 16 points today and 4 3-pointers. Keep an eye on his sharpshooter in the East.